This is Channel Attitude. Your voice, your right, your freedom.
Big Vito and Noel, a married couple with a podcast. They're in love, if you couldn't tell. They pick on each other, but it never lasts. Vito loves sports, the beach and lifting. Noel loves books, Batman and Disney, like Sonny and Cher, but way more stressful. I love Lucy, if Ricky could wrestle. Big Vito and Noel, a married couple with a podcast. Big Vito and Noel.
Hi guys, welcome to Mr. versus Mrs. LaGrasso versus LaGrasso right here on Vince Russo's The Brand and Big Vito Brand Audio. I am the Mrs. part, Noel. This is the Mr. part. He is Big Vito. And we're back with you guys again for another fun-filled week. Vito and I have been through the ringer. We're tired. We're cranky. And we're just going to do a show. And I've got big beef this week, so we got to get that out in the open.
But first, I'd like to introduce this new product. RVD's CBD oil. Get it today.
See this
you
stuff?
Have the code Big Vito. Use the code. Abuse the code. Get with RVD. This stuff works.
Guys, I love this stuff, and I brought it and I told Vito I wanted to put it over at the beginning of the show this week because it works so good, and I've been in a lot of pain. Everybody knows I've been struggling. We went to the doctor this week. We got to go to more doctors now. But this stuff really does help. It makes a big difference. I even told the doctor about it. So use the code Big Vito. It's RVD CBD cream. Vito, you got freaking destroyed last week.
Really?
Destroyed. Yeah, I had like 73% of the votes where everybody, says that you're freaking wrong again.
Why? Because they said if you take an older woman and, you're an older person, you're getting some booty. It's not a younger person to make you feel invaluable.
I think that I'm more offended if he cheats, with the younger person because I think there's something missing. He said it's an older person's possibly money or, their booty's
It wasn't
better.
possibly money. They could shut their mouths. You do your thing. You just don't go to the opera.
You're still on this Cosmo thing again?
Because I'm the cause.
You're still on the Cosmo thing where you think it's all about avoiding the opera?
You
so
stay away from the opera. Don't go nowhere near the opera. And you don't get busted.
Unbelievable. I can't. I can't with you. I simply can't. Vito, this week's vote is personal. It's personal. I'm mad at you.
What else is new? You're mad every week.
No, I'm not mad every week. I'm the happiest person you know. I'm always fine.
For as many times as she's mad at me, I should get divorced. You know what I mean?
Bite your tongue.
Why? See?
Who said he says divorce every week?
I get hit on the show. I get hit when I'm off the show. I get hit when I'm in the garage. I
never hit you in the garage.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You just did it in front of the people. Again.
I'll do it all day. I also hit you on the sit down with a bunch of file folders because you were talking about making out with celebrities or something. I don't remember.
Who was making out with
You were talking about taking one for the team and going into a wrestling relationship on screen for $1 million or $2 million.
$2 million.
But you were all excited about it, so I had to whack you with a paper. Guys, when you have to hit your dog with a newspaper, old school kind of thing, I would never hit a dog. But Vito, I'll whack him with a paper to get him in line. You have to.
I'm glad we have this footage because now I can bring this to the police. I get hit.
They're going to look at you and be like that tiny. I don't think anybody realizes that I'm like really short. That tiny little crippled person is hitting you. Yeah. I'm super short. I'm a 5'4". Like, really? I'm such a menace to your huge frame. No, I'm going to bone to pick with you.
What?
You did something this week I specifically asked you not to do.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you Exhibit A. In our home, this is just referred to as what?
The sampler.
The sampler. Okay, it's very popular. This is the dark chocolate sampler. This is not the first sampler that has entered this home in the last few weeks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my health has been in a terrible decline the past several months. So I decided to go on a diet because I can move a little better if I weigh a little less. Not that I'm fat, but I like to be under a certain thing because it's hard for me to walk. Right. I specifically asked my husband, what did I say? Do not what?
You told me, bring home samplers.
No, I said, do not bring me home the sampler. I wake up the other morning and Vito usually brings me a wheat bread, banana, wheat bread, like tomato, lettuce, a little bacon, like sandwich for lunch. That's what I eat, maybe once or twice a week. What is on the top of the container with the sandwich with it open? The sampler. What did I specifically tell Vito not to do? What did I say not to do?
Now, here's the thing.
What did I say not to do?
When you are a A1 husband, you are on the A list. I mean, you are there. God forbid I ever get divorced. My husbandship is going to I would be picked up in a week for my services, right? Especially if I'm doing this. Anyway.
The sampler, really?
Anyway, when your wife is depressed.
That's what you keep saying.
And she's moping around.
I'm fine.
And she says, yeah, I wish I had some chocolates.
I never said this. I said, don't bring home the sampler.
So what do I do as a good husband, a fabulous husband, an A1 husband of the year candidate? I bring her home the sample.
Husband of the year. We're 23 days into the year and you're husband of the year already?
Now, I can understand you being upset about, the sampler. I can understand it, right?
I have more to say, by the way.
Just 3/4 of the box is gone, Joe.
And why? Because you took me out to get loaded. And when I get drunk,
no,
I don't think. And what do? We never put the other mic on. Hold on. And what do? I eat chocolate.
Baby, you didn't finish that in one day.
Yeah, I actually fucking did.
Were you cursing?
Because I'm upset you're arguing with me. I finished this Friday night when I was loaded up on margaritas because I have no willpower, which is why I ask you to not bring home the sampler. And then what did you do when we went to fill our medication? We went to the doctor, got a little something to eat. Vito had to go to another doctor's appointment. That was Friday was our doctor day. We had to do all of our doctoring. So we had our prescriptions refilled. So what does Vito go? Babe, should I stop at the Little Caesars and get you breadsticks and a pie? I said, Vito, I am on a diet. What did you do at the Tijuana Flats? Like I'm eating stuff like I'm eating it has the pulled chicken and the burrito and
a giant chichamanga.
No, I didn't eat a giant chichamanga. I had the pulled chicken in the wrap.
It was a chichamanga.
I don't even think that's a word. That sounds like something Fred Flintstone would say. Chichamanga. No, I had that and I had the lettuce and the tomato and it gives you the little tiny side of chips, right? The little tiny side of chips. What does my husband do? Goes in and comes out with a big tray of chips and goes, you like the chips? Why you do this to me, Vito?
Number one, they made a mistake on the order and they usually give you a basket full of chips. Number two, we were drinking margaritas as on lunch, right? Number three, she had a giant ass chichamanga.
It wasn't a chichamanga. I don't even know what that is. Do you mean a chimichanga?
Chichamanga, yeah, chimichanga, right? So she ate one of those. A fucking brontosaurus.
It was not. Why do you do that? You food shame me again. That's the worst part.
I am not food shaming you. You had lunch.
Vito, I would like to bring up another factor in your food shaming and feeding brigade. Okay. I'm going to bring up a certain name of certain people to you. I would like to bring up CM Serini. You recall one of your best friends on the planet. Him and his family stayed here in August. CM Serini. They popped in on the Russo brand once or twice. And, CM Serini. Do you food shame him daily on Facebook?
No.
Don't you put, oh boy, here we go again, every time he goes to the taco shop?
But he has just tacos and pizza and spaghetti and everything all in one.
But don't you food shame him?
No, all I put is, oh boy, here we go again.
And may I bring up our dear friend, Sheena, one of my best friends on the planet. You get on her about the food, and then you two, when she's on a good roll, you team up on CM Serini. Yeah. Do you not? See? You admit it. How about South Philly Nene?
Oh, she's a fucking mess.
Thank you. Guys, Vito will feed you food and then turn around and food shame you. But here's my point, Vito. I didn't caught you looking at DoorDash today because you were going to be like, oh, you want a fatty Whopper? And you even said it to me yesterday. Do you want a fatty Whopper? I'm like, no. Mm-mm.
I told her she wanted a fatty Whopper, and I started ordering her Chinese food.
You tried to order Chinese food? You are such a jerk. I cannot win. There is no way that I can ever be in good health or thin around Vito LaGrasso, because he will bring home the sampler and laugh while you eat it and then shame you, just like he did by saying 1/3 of the box is gone in public, at a bar, at a grill, on a podcast, after he brings home the sampler that I'm pretty sure fell off a truck. Am I right?
Baby.
It did.
You need the sampler. You get depressed at home. The sampler brings you joy.
I am not depressed. Why would I be depressed? I'm perfectly fine.
If you ever watch the show, right? I know there's millions and millions. Nothing ever happens to Noel. It's only Vito.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the happiest person you know. I'm just chilling like a villain. Look, like a villain. Arkham Asylum, like a villain. But you insist on bringing this home. So, guys, this is what I need to know. And we're going to continue this. But this is where I'm heading with this. Vito Joseph LaGrasso, I say you should support your wife in her weight loss, not Whitman sample her so I eat the entire box in a weekend. 2 pieces, 15 carbs, 2 pieces. I ate almost the entire box because I have no self-control, none. You see what I look like. You see all my things. I have 0 willpower. See adorable Mickey? I see him, I buy him. No willpower, none. 0. I like something, I buy 10 of them. I can't even handle it. Look at it. Look at our house. Look at all the Disney stuff. Why? 0 willpower. Just will buy it.
And I don't like Disney stuff. So
that's not true. You bought some of this Disney stuff too.
Just to shut you the hell up. It was better than buying your food and having you complain.
Oh, I'm going to punch him in the throat. Take that to the police. I'm going to punch you in the throat.
See?
I think if you're on a diet, your spouse should be supportive. Vito thinks if your spouse is on a diet, bring him a Whitman sampler.
No, if your wife is depressed and they're not feeling good,
depressed.
What do? You bring them some chocolates to brighten their day.
You're so full of shit. You keep saying I'm depressed. You said it to my sister, and my sister goes, she's not depressed. She talks to me every day. I'm perfectly fine.
Nobody lives with you like I do. Thank you.
You're only here a part of the day anyway. I'm perfectly fine. You're not. You don't go to the gym. You don't go to the gym.
So you mean to tell me.
You don't go to work.
Okay, hold on. So you mean to tell me if we separated for 3 months, you'll come back at 105 pounds?
Number one, that's too small. I didn't weigh that when you met me.
Yes, I did. Yes, you did.
No, I did not weigh.
You weighed 105 pounds. You had just gotten over being sick where you weighed 90 pounds.
I had the flu.
Right.
But I didn't weigh that. I usually weighed between 120 and 110.
Guys, is there anything I say on this show that's ever
You're
right?
telling me what my weight. I don't tell you what your weight is.
I know what your weight was.
You don't know shit. What did you weigh me before we went out on our first date? We're like, listen, honey, we're going to need to weigh you.
You told me what you weighed.
You believed me? You told me you loved me on our first date. Did I believe you?
Yes.
Did you lie? Because you told me you did. Did you lie? See? Ooh, caught in a trap. But can't hold it.
We talking about caught in a
No,
trap.
I love
What are you
you
talking about? I got
too
some.
much, baby.
got-
Vito Joseph. He knows not what he says.
Guys.
Now, but is this appropriate? Is this appropriate to bring your dieting, who's been trying really hard, wife? Is this an appropriate thing to bring?
You were depressed. I brought you
I
some
was
chocolates.
not depressed. I was asleep. How would I be depressed? I was sleeping. I wake up to chocolate.
I could see if I brought her one piece of chocolate, I brought her a box, yo.
Why couldn't you bring me something like a Kind bar? My dad brings my mom a Kind bar because they have good things in it. And it still has a little chocolate, but it's got oats and all that kind of shit in it that's good for you. Why couldn't you bring home a Kind bar? They didn't fall off the truck?
I just went full shopping, and I bought you your protein brownies that you like, didn't I?
Yes, but I text you, buy protein brownies.
I was going to buy them anyway.
Do I buy you things that you would be tempted by? Have you seen a cruller come in this house? Or a can of vanilla icing?
Hold on. Have I seen a Versace necklace that's sitting in my basket in Versace, along with the bracelet and the robe? It's sitting there.
Vito,
why don't you do something like that?
Because I'm not going to spend $4,000 when you bring me a Whitman sampler I don't want that you didn't even pay for it because it fell off of a truck.
Baby.
But you want me to spend $4,000 on a robe and a necklace and a bracelet?
It's only $3,000.
I don't have $3,000 to spend on your shit. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, do I have enough money to buy something to put in my garden? And you want me to spend that? Why don't you bring me home a nice pink flamingo or something?
Hold on a second. You want something to put in the garden? I'll give you the Versace stuff to put in the garden.
Oh, yeah, that lasts. And that would last. Everybody would drive past and be like, ooh, Versace.
Babe, just be happy that I'm buying you chocolates.
Did you buy the chocolates?
Yes. You know, again, people, listen to her. I never do anything.
I never said he didn't do anything.
He
He brought the chocolates home. I clearly said
I
that.
have a proposal for you.
You already proposed once. You don't need to propose again. It's okay.
3 months. Live by yourself. Let's see if you can lose weight.
Honey, I could lose weight regardless. You know this. You know this. I'm not going to live away from my husband so I can lose weight. My husband's going to have to learn not to bring home Whitman samplers and then laugh when I eat it.
I want to keep you away from temptation.
They just don't bring it in the house. I don't even drive. There's no temptation.
So
I deleted all the food ordering apps off my phone. I deleted the accounts. I've got nothing to bring temptation. Nothing. And I don't want to be around people, so I won't drive to the grill because everybody's crawling with germs. So you know I'm not going to go get something to eat or go get a slice at the bistro, and I can't drive a car. So therefore, the only temptation is the temptation you bring into this house. And you brought it in.
So guys, the vote is, do you buy your wife chocolates or you don't buy?
That's not the fucking vote. That's not the vote. The vote is, if your spouse is on a diet, do you help and support them, or do you bring home Whitman's goddamn samplers? The sampler, Vito. The sampler. The whole thing. You couldn't bring home a Snickers. You had to bring home an entire sampler.
Did you enjoy eating the box of chocolates?
No, I cried and I said I hated myself because I have no willpower and I ate the chocolates. I count on you as a fitness guru. Did you eat a chocolate? If it's okay for me to eat a chocolate, why don't you eat a chocolate? Here, have a chocolate.
Let me see if there's any chocolates in there.
There is.
It's empty.
That's not empty. Have a chocolate.
I don't like any of those.
Oh, what are they?
I don't know. They're not.
They're dark chocolate. It's supposed to be healthy, right?
I don't like dark chocolate. And
this one has coconut. You love coconuts.
And then there's the one that you ate with all the designs on it that I actually do like.
You wouldn't have liked that one.
I was ready to say,
here, eat this.
No, I don't want it.
It's so good for see, he won't eat it. Do you know why? Because it's not good for you. And he's on a diet. But it's okay to shove it down my gullet, right? Thank you, sir. You should not bring home, especially when I asked you, Whitman's sampler. Here.
So, guys, in other words, don't bring your wife home no chocolates she don't deserve.
They have vanilla cream in there. You
You
love vanilla
you want to know
cream.
what the best one was? I brought it home. She tells me I don't want it. And I says, okay. I says, I'll take it back. I said, you know what tonight is, right? Thursday night, gourmand night. It's the cause. Whatever you.
I'm not going to let him take it out on a Thursday to give it to some bitch.
So
I would.
You're hearing this, right?
I would bury this in the goddamn yard before I would let him take chocolates to another woman. Do you see why he gets smacked?
But that's why gourmands, if you don't want it, the gourmand will take it.
If I rub a little RVD oil on your brain, will you slow down?
But this is the whole thing. See, you were telling me to take the chocolates to my gourmand.
No, I didn't tell you. I told you not to even get the damn chocolates. But yeah, you brought the damn chocolates in. And not only did you bring the sampler in, you set it up in front of my healthy wheat bread so I would see it and want it and then think about it. And then you took me, got me loaded on margaritas, and I came home and I ate the stupid thing. And now I feel terrible because I've been doing good for weeks. And now all of a sudden I'm woofing down a goddamn sampler. Thank you, Vito. Thank you for ruining my self-esteem. Now I am depressed.
So does that mean your theme song is woof, there it is. Woof, there.
I think you should apologize for bringing home a sampler.
I'm not apologizing for nothing.
You never apologize for
I
anything.
gotta bring my wife home chocolates. I get yelled at. I'll bring you to the
can't-
gourmand. She'll love me.
I'll lick everyone with my germy mouth.
Nah, I just buy her a fresh box.
Oh, you'll buy her a box, but my box falls off the truck.
Babe, it's the way it is. Right?
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Why not get me something that I could use? Like, not that. Something healthy, something happy.
I did. I bought you carrots and lettuce and tomatoes and
You went
cucumbers.
to get groceries out of our grocery
What
money.
did you say that you wanted? You wanted to eat healthy, and that's what I bought. I bought healthy food.
How healthy is this?
It's healthy for you.
Why?
Babe, it fills out your ass.
I don't need any help in that department. I never did.
Baby. Honey bowl. Honey boo boo.
This is not right, nor is it fair.
Guys, buy your wife chocolates.
Guys, if your wife is on a diet, the last thing you need to do is buy her chocolates.
Guys, buy her chocolate. She's depressed.
Buy her a pink flamingo for her yard. She'd be much happier.
You got 5 days.
You guys have 5 days to vote. 5. Go over to Magic Tea Spiller on Twitter and vote. Do you think that a husband should support his wife on her diet, or do you think he should buy her a Whitman sampler or find it off the truck and stick it in front of her healthy lunch? You got 5 days to vote. And please comment underneath what you think about Vito sabotaging my diet like he did. Oh, babe, you want breadsticks from Little Caesars? Do you want a Whopper? Let me order you some Chinese. You're despicable, Vito LaGrasso. You are despicable.
The gourmands eat it.
I don't care. You're not supposed to have gourmands. The vote said no. Are you breaking the vote?
I just bring the sampler box to the gourmands.
Are you breaking the other vote about the gourmands?
Babe, the gourmands will take the leftovers. Just like if you don't like a Christmas necklace I buy you, you say take it back. I take it to the gourmands. Saves me money.
I never didn't like a Christmas necklace because you never bought a Christmas necklace.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. You must have bought that for somebody else. And folks, this is why he does not get $3,000 Versace orders, because they may end up returned and he'll buy something for a gourmand somewhere. Me, on the other hand, I'm just sitting here with the crunchy, munchy, leftover Whitman sampler, and I ate it, and I feel bad about myself. I was perfectly pretty and pink and happy before he rolled that sampler in. If he really wanted to make
on
me
margaritas.
that you took me and said, "Oh, let's get margaritas."
And then you had a chichamanga.
That's not even a thing. What's chichamanga? I think he means chimichanga.
You got 5 days.
5 days to vote. Vito,
All right.
is there anything you would like to fill the ladies
Just
and gentlemen?
Go to Patreon, follow us, support us. We thank you. TikTok Nation, thank you very much. Peace out. This is the BIGV from the LOG.
Guys, make sure you catch Vito on Twitch on Sunday nights for getting color with him and Virtue. Again, also we have Big Vito Audio where his shows do come on there on iHeartRadio and Apple Music and all those places. And you can hear Vito do what Vito does, talks about wrestling. And TikTok, you're huge on TikTok. You're huge. So go to TikTok and all social media at the Big Vito brand. And now we can say a fond farewell and have a good week. And make sure you vote so I can prove that Vito shouldn't bring me a sampler. Bye-bye.